But the truth is those problems are metastasizing across the country as California depopulates. Actually, a lot of people are coming into California from foreign countries, but Americans are leaving California, and they're headed all over the country, particularly to the Mountain West and to Arizona. And with them, they are bringing all the things that made them want to leave California in the first place, like homelessness and open drug addiction. These are now common features of life in many American cities. Charlie Kirk lives in Arizona. Recently went to downtown Phoenix, where he discovered a tent city. And he took video of it. Here's part of what he saw.
All right, we're here in downtown Phoenix, Arizona, just taking a look at kind of what a first world country has become. I mean, this is a first world country that increasingly looks like a third world country.
Substance abuse is a major issue out here.
Like fentanyl, would you say?
Absolutely. So we know it comes from across the border. Real easy. Let's close the border. We have people dying out here trying to get high.
Charlie Kirk did that video. He's the founder of Turning Point USA. He joins us tonight. Charlie, thanks so much for coming on. That's so outrageous, so disgusting, so beneath what we should see in any American city. Why does Phoenix put up with it?
I live here in Arizona, and there's been a lot of talk and chatter about how there's a tent city in downtown Phoenix. And I said, wait, we don't have Santa Monica here. What are you talking about? When you go down there, it's so sad what the leaders in Arizona are allowing to happen in what is or used to be a red state. And so an outreach pastor showed us around Cleo Lewis. You saw him here in that clip. And I asked him, I said, has this grown? He said, it has grown by at least 30% in the last couple of months. And when you go down there, you realize that all of the ignored political issues by our elites, they gather right there. Fentanyl, borders, drugs, crime, war on police. And it manifests in the saddest way possible. And I'm not here to try to attack homeless people at all. I think that's the wrong way to go about it. They're the victims here of bad political decisions, of elites that have turned their backs on our fellow countrymen. You heard it in that clip. If we close the border, it would have a direct impact on the livelihood of these poor people there, and yet our political leaders are too focused on wars or dreams abroad, not actually serving the interests of our fellow countrymen.
But public drug use and vagrancy is very much like crime. It's super simple to solve. You get precisely as much as you put up with. And I don't understand why the leaders of Phoenix or the state of Arizona would put up with this.
That's exactly right. And there is a way to solve it, and it takes political will. And the political will be that what we're going to tolerate is if you want a job, you want services, if you want to go into a shelter, fine. But we're not going to put up with open-air drug use. Tucker, when I was walking through there, we saw a woman shooting up. We saw other two women just fighting right in the middle of the street. And then we even went so far into it where we were approached by some people and we just walked the other way because they didn't want us to be there anymore. It shouldn't be tolerated. It's a question of the political will. I wish our leaders would take this more seriously. And we here in Arizona, we're not going to normalize open-air vagrancy and homelessness.
Yeah, I wonder what the mayor has to say about this. People should be named by name for allowing this stuff.